What's good, YouTube? Today we got a waiver. Came off a 6-week wolf. About to transform him, get him back in the game. Let's go.
So whenever you're doing a wave haircut, I would strongly advise you to comb through his hair. As you can see right there was a knot in his hair. I just took it out. It'll make it way easier for your clippers to pass right through. So the client requested a 2 closed on top, so I went in making sure all the hair was even. When cutting waves, make sure to use a higher guard on the crown. Stay away from it at the beginning. As you can see, I fold the ear out the way to make sure I don't cut it. That's the last thing you want to do to a client. Like I previously mentioned, I went in with a higher guard for the crown. This is the number 3 guard. And please make sure that when you're cutting their hair, you go with the grain of their crown. Do not cut against it because you will make a bald spot. Right here, I go in with my Wahl Detailer to set in the first bald line. I make sure to stay consistent going around the whole head, doing a rainbow-like shape to make sure the fade has more of a burst effect. I turn the clipper around to remove any hair from underneath. I follow that up with my shaver to remove all the hair from underneath. With my Wahl Sterling Reflections, I go in and set my first guideline with the lever all the way open. To take out that bottom line, I just close the clipper all the way. I go in with my number 1 guard all the way open to set in my next guideline. Making sure that every time you're around the ears, you move them out the way. Whenever you're doing a fade, you want to make sure to continuously brush to not only remove the hairs, but to see exactly what you're doing. In a flick out motion, I start to take out that middle line with my half guard. Go up about an inch with a 1.5 guard open, making sure to flick out at the top so you don't push it up too high. Then you close the lever and blend out that middle line. Make sure to go in and do some detail work. This really will separate you from other barbers. With the 2 guard all the way open, I start to remove the bulk from the top. I went in with my number 3 guard just to make a seamless transition to the top. For the back, I went right away in with my 1.5 guard, creating my first guideline. With my number 1 guard, I went in to clear out all the hair from the bottom. After I did that, I noticed I set my first guideline a little bit too low, so I went back in to do some detailing. To remove the bulk at the top of the hair, I went in with the 2 guard open. Then I closed it up and began attacking that middle line. With the lever all the way closed, start at the bottom and gradually open as you move up. With your half guard, begin to transition between the no guard and the number 1 guard. Then you go back in with the number 1, start detailing and taking out that middle line. As a barber, you should always know where your guidelines are at, so that way when you go back in detail, you won't get lost. On this side, just follow the same fading process as the opposite side. When you get to the lineup, you'll see that this person has a lot of overhang. That's due to the 6-week wolf that he just came off of. Make sure to hit it with the 1.5 guard to lower the hair in the front. You can find this yellow holding spray called Got to Be Glued at your local beauty supply store. It works really well for hairlines. Like I previously mentioned, he has a lot of overhang. You don't want to push him back. You simply just want to see where his natural line is at and follow that. When lining somebody up, remember your mirrors are your best friends, as you see me turning him here. It gives you a better view for a straight hairline. It's because you're always looking down at your client. Your mirror is seeing them straight ahead, so it might pick up something that you can't see. When doing somebody's vertical bars, don't dig too deep into the corner. Make sure to continuously brush and just keep it natural. Right here for the C cup, you just want to define the line. Remove the hairs around it. Do not push it up too high or else it will look really bad. After taking up all the hair from the bottom, make sure to use the corner of your blade so you make sure you don't leave any lines in the fade. When going around the ear, be very careful not to nick him or push the line up too high. You're simply just taking the hair out of the way. For the neckline, remove all that overhang and you'll really start to see the haircut coming together. I like to use shave gel to have a cleaner and smoother shave, and when laying the blade on the client, make sure it's at a 45-degree angle. If it's too flat, you might cut them. After you're done cutting a waver's hair, make sure to brush all the hair down and review the haircut. See any mistakes you have made or any detailing work you have to go back and do.
Thank you for watching my video. Make sure to hit the like button, make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn the post notifications on, and make sure to follow me on Instagram to be informed next time I post a video. Peace.
Working on a weekend like usual, way off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts.